In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to compute and compare z-scores in the context of some application. And first of all, let's recall the formula for computing the z-score. We take an observation, we subtract the mean, and divide the difference by the standard deviation. So in this problem, we have Devon, who scored 66, with the class mean being 72.4 and standard deviation being 5.2. So the z-score of Devon can be computed this way. And let's continue. 66 minus 72.4 is negative 6.4, and we divide it by 5.2. Negative 6.4 divided by 5.2 is negative 1.23. And let's do the same for Bradley. Bradley's z-score can be computed using the same formula. His score is 45. Notice how he scored much lower than Devon. But the circumstances are different. The average in his class was also much lower, and the standard deviation was a bit higher. So what does that mean, if anything? 45 minus 54.1 is negative 9.1, and negative 9.1 divided by 7.5 is negative 1.21. So if we were to compare these two scores, well, both of them didn't do great. But on this scale, and we usually use from negative 3 to 3, on this scale, the Devon score will be negative 1.23 somewhere, let's say here. That's Devon's z-score, and Bradley's z-score will be negative 1.21, slightly to the right. So Bradley z-score is a bit higher, and therefore Bradley did, relatively speaking, a bit better than Devon. So this is what we learn by comparing the z-scores. Let's answer the questions to get the full credit. Negative 1.23 is Devon's z-score. Negative 1.21 is Bradley's z-score. Since Devon's score is less than Bradley's z-score, we conclude that Bradley did relatively better. And that's full credit. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to try a similar question, look for the link in the description of this video.